Hi everyone, welcome to our video session. Today we're going to be speaking to founder Abdullateef. And essentially he has an organization called iDixcover. He was also one of our social innovation competition finalists and our semi-finalist with a different venture. I believe it was 2 years ago or so. But really we're here to talk about his journey, how he's overcome some challenges with his organization, and the future he wants to see through his work and social impact. I'll introduce myself and I'll ask Zainab to introduce herself, and then we'll just get started with Abdullateef's interview. So thank you so much everyone for being here. I'm Shivani Choksi. I'm the CEO of Impactionable. We help people find jobs and funding opportunities specifically in the social impact space. I'm based out here in Chicago, Illinois, in the United States, the great America. And I'm very excited to be here today. Zainab, do you have some moments to introduce yourself?
Yeah, good morning. I'm pleased to be here this morning. I'm Pukola Zainab from Nigeria. I'm a graduate student of Department of Archaeology, University of Padua, and I'm also one of the volunteers and project coordinator of iDixcover Opportunity. And that's all for now. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you so much, Zainab. So Abdullateef, tell us how you're doing today, and can you tell us a little bit about iDixcover?
Okay, awesome. It is a nice opportunity that I'll be joining this session and sharing my story and that of iDixcover. So my name is Abdullateef Lawal, and I founded iDixcover out of my passion to see that people succeed from in searching for opportunity, because I realized that many young people, including myself, we are struggling with securing career opportunities. Some are just searching for job, some are searching for scholarship, some are searching for fellowship. And I realized that many young people are struggling to even know that this opportunity existed. And that was how I founded iDixcover. And basically, iDixcover is a workforce development social enterprise that uses artificial intelligence to connect unemployed African youth with educational resources and career opportunity and mentors. So we have a platform where we call iDixcover Academy, which is where we train people on technology skills and vocational skills that we feel are tailored to the need of Africa, because iDixcover is specifically tailored to African population, and mostly to young people who are just starting their careers. So we are not really looking forward to people that have and that are in advanced stage of their career. No, we are being specific about young people that are just starting or that are struggling to start. And so that is basically what iDixcover does. And that is a quick introduction about iDixcover.
Thank you so much. So can you tell us about the journey? How did you start this? What was your experience in starting it? It looks like you launched around 3 years ago. So can you just walk us through that process?
Okay, so thank you very much. Basically, I love training young people, and I started training people during my National Youth Service, which is a compulsory scheme in Nigeria here. After you graduated from university, there must be a 1-year compulsory national service where you serve the country. So during my 1-year compulsory national youth service, I did a community service where I engaged in training young people and women in my community on some vocational skills that I have developed over the years. So I learned how to make paint, yogurt, some snacks, and I feel that these skills will be valuable to people in my community. So I did that skill training for them, and that was how many of the successes that came out from it, as some of them, especially where there's a woman in my area that she was able to start a business out of it. That was when I taught her how to make plantain chips, and she made a business out of it. So that motivates me, and I continued training people, but I wasn't so comfortable, as in it wasn't sustainable enough for me. So I was looking for passive income, and I joined a classroom teacher, and I was teaching in a classroom, and I will go to class by I'll go to school by 7:30 and close by 7:30 a.m. and close by 8:30 and close by 3:30 p.m. and I'll be giving 25,000 naira. In US dollars, that is around in US dollars, that is around $25 or so for a work of 1 month, not one day. I was earning around $25. Yes, I think $25 or $30 for a month. And it was so frustrating. And despite that, we are being given just a literal amount of money. I say I have to go months. At times, 2 months, they will be owing us salary. And I'll be like, this is slavery. This is slavery. So, but I was able to still do one or two things by training people on these skills. Sometimes I'll get little amount of money. Sometimes I'll get nothing. But I was just very passionate. Even if I don't get nothing from it, I feel so glad that I'm doing this thing as I'm training people. So, and then that was the day I saw an opportunity. I think that was the social impaction, social innovation competition. That was that of 2019/2020. I think that was the second cohort, and I applied. And that was the first opportunity that I ever applied for. And when I applied, I was so excited that I moved to the next stage. I was just screaming all over the room like, wow, I have been selected for so thing. And I actually learned a lot, but eventually I couldn't even make it to final in that year. So I was now discussing with one of my friends that, look, I think I have a very nice idea, but this idea is not really working. I need someone to guide me, and I need more of this opportunity. So he told me that, okay, no problem. There are a lot of opportunity sites, and he will introduce me to such opportunity site, and introduced me to opportunity deck. But opportunity deck have a lot of mix of information for people of high career, for people of middle career. So when I get there, I will be lost. I don't even know which one I'm looking for, because I will see that, look, what these people are asking for, I don't even have the experience. So I now thought of how people within my space, people like me, that are just searching for opportunity, that are just searching for a job. And I was like, I now told my friend that, look, how about doing this? He said it is a very nice idea, but he doesn't think it is sustainable. How will people pay? There are a lot of organizations that are already doing it. Opportunity Dex is doing it. Jobberman is doing it. He listed a lot of people, a lot of organizations doing it. And I felt like, look, I think this will be helpful. Let me just do it. I actually didn't start it as a real business. I just started it as a passion. So eventually, I started with a WhatsApp group. I had a WhatsApp group where I share information. From there, I created a Facebook page and I engaged people. Then I was now discussing with one of my friends that is also sharing such opportunity that, look, how are you monetizing this platform? And he told me he is monetizing it in different methods. The first one is placing advert on it, which is Google Adverts. The second one is doing direct marketing and affiliate marketing. And I was like, can you introduce me to such things? And he did. And that was how I started. And I need a website, because that time I didn't have a website. So I need a website. The money for the website was just around, I think 30,000 naira. And 30,000 naira is not even up to $60. And I was like, I didn't have this 30,000 naira. So I told the developer, look, I have 15,000 naira. So let me give you 15,000 naira. You can start the work little by little. Then eventually I met a woman who is from UK, who is passionate about Africa. And she told me, look, I'm looking for people who are passionate and who have solution to help young African people. And I was like, look, on Twitter, it was a post on Twitter. Then I now commented like, I have a solution to what you are doing, but I didn't have the finance to take it up. And she was like, okay, I should DM her. Then I sent her a DM, and that was how our communication started. And the woman, her name is KG, Antonia KG. she has been instrumental in the development of iDixcover, from being an advisor and a lot more. And that was how she paid for the full money that we launched the iDixcover website, and we engaged, we applied for Google AdSense, and we applied for direct marketing, and people started advertising. We are having a lot of young people coming to the platform. We had minimum of 3,000 page views every day. That is the least we receive, because I realized that there are a lot of people that are actually searching for opportunity. And those of us that use Google AdSense, it is the number of people that come to your platform that increases your income. So the more people are coming, I was being motivated. I was like, wow, this is really, really, really sustainable. At first, I was telling my friend that if I can be making $100 in a month, I think I'm very, very satisfied. I'm very, very okay with it. But eventually, I realized that $500 is not even my target. I started targeting a very higher, something I couldn't even imagine is possible within a very short period of time. And we have encountered a lot of challenges, like I can't even count. But I think you haven't asked me the aspect of the challenges. Maybe I can give a pause here right now. But eventually, that was the journey, how I was a classroom teacher to starting iDixcover, from WhatsApp group to starting it on Facebook page to participating in the competition that I filled. And I felt like there is a need for me to upgrade. There is a need for me to know more, to learn more. And consulting a friend where I've seen that is very successful in the field, and he introduced me to platform, and he also gave me some mentorship support, and eventually meeting a woman who, by just virtue of posting something on Twitter and me commenting, and she became part of me. In fact, not just my business, even personal life, I call her anytime. We discuss personal issue, and she's helpful. So this is the journey, how it started, and this is where we are currently.
Wow, to say that's truly absolutely amazing. With there's so many serendipitous moments that happen in this entire process, and that's exactly what it sounds like it happened with you. I wanted to circle back to something that you said. So I think when you initially came across the competition, you had launched disco paint and agrochemicals, right?
Exactly.
And then the training came. I think like the concept that you took from that entire organization was the training that you do with the community there, and then you incorporated that into iDixcover. So can you tell me about that transition that you made between the two organizations?
Okay. So firstly, like I said, I was doing training, and when I applied for the competition, I applied for disco paints, because I make paints. Like I told you, I learned different type of vocational skills. I can produce paints, from even recycling agricultural waste to produce paint. I produce yogurts. I produce snacks. I produce beverages. I make cakes. A lot of skills, because then I was just jack of all trade. So I got a contract to be training core members. That is the National Youth Service Youth core members on the vocational skills. And I was told to train them on paints, specifically paints. And I felt like, okay, since I'm being able to train these people, and some people are asking me for paint, let me just start paint production. So I started paint production, and it was on demand. When people request for the paint, I give them the paint. But I had more interest in the training than the paints. But I see the paint as, okay, this is another source of income for me, as people are buying, and I was receiving some contracts. I'll paint people's houses and the likes. But the passion is not really on the paints. The passion is more of on the training side. So when iDixcover came, I realized that I just totally lost interest in the painting side. So what did I do? Because it is an organization that has established itself, and I've already made name even through, because I was selected for many prestigious program with the idea of with the idea of Disco Paint, like Leap Africa Social Innovators Program, Faith Foundation Aspiring Entrepreneur, and many other programs that I can't really remember on within this short period of time with that paint stuff. So I felt like it would be bad for me to just totally abandon the paint side. So what I did is that I got someone who is doing very, very well in the field of paint. So I got that person to manage the paint production side for me. Why I just like, okay, what do you need? Is this how you need? But my focus, my whole attention is more on the training. I give more emphasis, but he is the one that control everything that has to do with the paints, while I concentrate on the iDixcover, because there is more passion. I get joy doing it. At times I reach 3 a.m. doing things, designing things, doing meetings and the likes with that of the iDixcover, and I feel very happy and very excited about it. So I just realized that it is my passion, and I realized I think it is my mission to see that people become employed, and people because there are a lot of poverty around here. There are a lot of poverty. There are a lot of young people searching for jobs. There are a lot of young people who are willing to get scholarship. A lot of young people who cannot further their education. And I feel like the problem is bigger than that of the paints. And I feel like the problem is bigger than the paint, and I feel very excited doing it. So that is how the two platforms are going. The paint is there, but it's being managed by some group of people, while I specifically manage the iDixcover.
That makes sense. Yeah, thank you so much for walking through that process. So I know that we talked a little bit about the challenges that you faced or you are currently facing in growing your enterprise. So can you speak to one of the most pressing challenges that you're facing and how you're looking to overcome that?
So if I like team, I had to pay for a course on team management, but I still feel there was a time I thought I was a problem. So I took that course to learn more about how to manage team. But eventually I realized I'm not just the problem. Even the people I want to work with, they are also the problem. And I realized my biggest mistake was that I pick people around me that I know. And I tell them, look, I have this idea. Come and join me. I'll be giving you so thing. I'll entice them with, look, this is our vision. If you work for so period of time, I'm going to give you and this thing, stipend, the likes. I'll convince them to want to work with us. But eventually, they are not doing what I end up doing what I ask them to do. So that is why I get overworked, because there are things that need to be done as soon as possible, but just people, it might take them a long period of time before they will do such things. So I feel like instead of me waiting, I'll just go ahead and do it. And you realize that people who don't do anything, then at the end of the month, once the month is coming to an end, when it is almost time for you to pay them for the work they do, they'll start kicking up and they'll start, I haven't seen this, and I'll be like, look, I don't want to disappoint you. So I think the team is the biggest challenges that we have been facing and that I'm currently facing, and solving that team issue will be a very big relief, and I'll be very, very excited because currently I'm still yet to solve it. And there was a time I engaged in the volunteers, and the volunteers really, really tried. There is a lady from Sudan. Her name is Shait Al-Basim. So she joined as a volunteer, and she became an integral part of iDixcover. She is the most active team member up till now. From volunteer, we made her a team member, and she's very excited doing the work. And part of being our team member, we supported her during our application processes, and she got an internship job with World Food Organization, and she's currently on her way to get another UN Youth Ambassador program in our own country in Sudan. So we are doing all our possible best to see that we support them. Just like Zainab also mentioned, she was also a volunteer, and she actually did a lot. And we also supported her in some of her application to see that she was selected for several programs, both within her state and in Nigeria generally. So what I do to motivate people that work with me is I don't want them to see working with me for eternity. I want them to know that the work with me is just for a short period of time so that they too can start something, because I don't want people to be stuck around me. I want you to learn. After a while, you grow, you go and expand yourself. What you've learned from my own side, go and establish yourself. Let other young people who are coming. I know this will have some kind of effect on the team, but what I do is that I maintain relationship. Zainab is not fully with us right now, but if I should call her that I need you to do so things for us, she'll be there. So that is the kind of relationship I build with them. I want them to learn and go elsewhere and also excel. While when it is time that we need them, they should also be very, very active. So we are still looking for better strategies on how to maintain our teamwork and the like. But team is the biggest challenges we are facing. And we hope we are going to overcome it very, very soon. Yeah.
Absolutely. And honestly, especially when we were building Impactionable, one of the beautiful thing about working with people is that it's an art and not a science. And there's always different, um, parts of the job that might interest them, might not interest them. And at the end of the day, the team is with you to be in the battlefield with you, right? Like, we're the ones that are executing, we're the ones that are trying to put the mission to life. And it's always very, very challenging, especially, having the right people by your side and executing. It's always really challenging to find that and to retain that. And, something that you said that resonated was, you don't necessarily hold on to the talent. You essentially, they may treat this opportunity with you as a stepping stone to get to that next stage in their career. And you're looking to develop them in more ways than one, whether it's inside or outside of your organization. So a really critical thing that I think leaders everywhere, managers, senior executives should really think about is, yes, retention is really important, but especially with this upcoming generation, with millennials and Gen Zs, what I'm seeing is that entrepreneurship is really on the rise with these generations. And, maybe it's not in everyone's purview to stick around to an organization for 20, 30 years until they retire. So I love the fact that you said that, because it's so pertinent to the times today.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So can you tell me a little bit about, the social impact component? Why is making a positive difference? Why is making a social impact important to you?
Okay, so firstly, let me start with myself. Like I said, I was struggling with knowing that there are opportunities, and I was struggling with kickstarting my social enterprise. I was struggling with even knowing that grants existed, and I'm even struggling with knowing how to apply for these grants. Then I started iDixcover, and I became very exposed about all these things. And from me personally, I have secured some grants, both locally and internationally. I secured, recently, I secured grant from Tech Fund in Germany. I secured funding from Enactors in US. I secured funding from Faith Foundation and from other local organizations to support what we do at iDixcover. So firstly, that is from my own parts personally, and I've been selected for many programs that have really, really elevated my professional and personal career. I've been selected by Sozo Network. I've been selected by several other programs that I could not really remember right now. And so the benefit of it is that this is just for me alone. there are many other people that have been selected for several programs, many businesses that would have died, that we are able to secure grants from our own initiative, and they are now funding their businesses. Many young people that could not know that scholarship existed, that we are able to know about the scholarship, existence of scholarship, and little guidance from our platform, that are now studying in US, in UK, and in some other parts of the country. There is a young guy. There was a time I was posting I posted some opportunity in a WhatsApp group, and it consists of young people in the refugees in Kukuma camp in Kenya, and they were all over me. This is scam. Stop posting scam links. Stop. And one guy was like, no, 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 no. You should stop. This person is here to help us. You shouldn't say he's posting scam link. I have benefited from what he is sharing. In fact, I am now a CEE fellow. That is Community Exchange Engagement Program. Yes, which is a US fully funded program, US government fully funded program, a 1-year fully funded program. So there is a 3-month component of the program in United States where fellows will spend 3 months, 3 months in US and another 3 months doing some community engagement service. And he said, I became a fellow of this program by virtue of knowing this person, and I wasn't even aware of it, if not because of such thing that happened. And it was like he never see himself leaving refugee camp to anywhere anytime soon. But just by virtue of coming across an opportunity, he now has an access to be trained by US government for 3 months in United States. It was like, no, this is someone that you need to commend. And there are a lot of other people like that. And there are people that have been, there is another young lady who applied for Orange Corner Incubation Program, which is one of the best programs in Nigeria here. Firstly, if you are selected for that program, you get, I think it has 4,000 euros or 5,000 euros that you are a fellow. Then at the end, there is a competition where the first person gets, I think, is it 50,000 euros or so. So this lady got selected by virtue of me letting her know about the opportunity. And there was there is document they asked them to submit. She totally forgot. And I quickly reminded her that, look, there is this information that some of you are yet to submit. If you know, go and check your spam, you are going to see it. And when she went to her direct, primary email, primary messages, she couldn't see it. I told her, go back to your spam. And when she went to that spam, she saw it and she sent that document and she was selected. And eventually she came 5th position at the end of the fellowship, and they gave her 10,000 euros plus the 4,000 euros of the initial competition. That is how Orange Corner Incubation Program works. So the lady was just so excited, and she was like, look, Abdul, thank you, Abdul, thank you. So there are lots more people like that have benefited, and we are actually trying to do more because we see that many people will come. Please, I want to apply for this opportunity. What should I apply? They don't even have an idea. They don't have a business. They don't have any skills. And we feel like if you keep giving them links to apply, they will keep applying, and they will become depressed with several rejections, because opportunity, you don't just apply for opportunity. You apply for opportunity with a certain things that you have. Like, okay, I have this business. When you don't have any business, you don't have any opportunity, you don't need to apply for any opportunity. So what do we now do is we now introduce, that is how we introduce these training sections where we train people on some vocational skills and some technology skills that are tailored to the need of Africa and to their community, so that these people can start these skills and excel in their own field. So that is what we are currently doing. That is why I told you about iDixcover Academy. And recently, as we are looking to scale up, we have developed a new platform, which is a freelancing platform. We want to incorporate it with iDixcover, so that young people who have acquired skills from our platform and are searching for jobs, instead of just wandering around searching for jobs, they can just come to that freelancing platform, and they can get organizations that are looking for freelancers. So we are working on this tremendously, and we hope very, very soon we are going to launch it, and many young people are also going to benefit. So the benefit that the impact that we have made in social impact place is just so wide, so big, and I'm really excited about it. The lady that we started this together, that supported me, that I told you about, that is KG, the UK lady. She always happy about people that have benefited. She said her goal is to help young people to access opportunity or to live their current sphere, and she's very happy that that is happening. So we hope to achieve more, because we hope to assist more young people to secure the opportunities, what they wish to accomplish in life. We hope to be there to support them, and that is it. There is an important message that I think I need to pass to many young people, and is that I think success is very difficult than it is seen, or that it is being that than people say it. Many people will only tell you that, okay, I did this, I did that, but no one will tell you how they spend several nights doing things, failing, and doing the likes and the likes. The disappointment that comes with some places. You are very excited, I'm going to secure this, I'm going to do this, people are going to like this idea, and eventually people are just, you felt very insulted when people rejected that idea. So it is really hard, and I think young people need to know that they really need to not give up. I think not giving up, people are taking that words for granted, but I think I'm an example of don't give up, because there are several times where I felt like giving up. Like me myself, that I'm sharing opportunity, I can't count the number of times that I've been rejected. I can just remember just the recent the competition. Before the competition, my hairs were up. I'm surely going to win this competition. I'm surely going. But eventually, I came second, and I was like, no, it's not a bad thing. I just move on. So many young people, once they failed, maybe doing one thing and they failed very long times. They easily give up. So I just want to tell them that they should not just give up, please. The advice I'm going to give them, they shouldn't give up. They should look for a mentor, someone that has been successful in that field. It is very important. If I didn't have these people that will put me, these people that have succeeded in this field, if I didn't have them to put me through, I discover won't be where it is. And many opportunities I've been able to secure, I'm definitely sure I won't be able to secure such opportunity. Please, I have met, that is that is this guy, Olasupo Abidin. He was my junior in school, but he has done so well. He has excelled in this social impact space. Each time I have a challenge for any application, for my initiative, I run to him. I don't even remember that he was my junior in school. I don't even remember that maybe I'm older than him. I run to him, boss, please, I need this assistance. Boss, please, how do you do this to me? Boss, please, how do you? And he has been very instrumental. I have other people like my namesake, Abdullateef here, and many people that I really can't remember their name, that have been very impactful, that I easily consult, I run to. I'm having these challenges, please, I need you to assist. So I need these young people to go ahead, look for people around them that are doing excellently well in that field, seek for advice, seek for mentorship, and don't give up, and keep trying, re-strategize if you fail.
You are answering all of the questions that I was gonna ask you, and that's so great because that question that I was gonna ask is, well, who would you give if you were to give advice to someone that's just looking to get started? What would you say? And I think you hit on that. It's to not give up. It's to even when things may not work out in your favor, don't give up your faith, don't give up hope in the process, and just keep going, and having mentors and the community around you is really key. Would you add anything to the advice portion?
Yeah, if I will add everything, I think collaboration is very key. Young people should collaborate with each other, and they shouldn't see each other as competitions. There are some people that can be competition to you, but I think maybe in African sphere, we need more collaboration, and There are some organizations that's supposed to be one that are five. This one is doing it, the other one is doing it, the other one. And if those five organizations would have come together to become one, they would have exceeded than doing it individual, than what they will all achieve individually. But I think there is this mentality that we have. I want to be called founder. I want to be addressed as a CEO. I want to be addressed. But I think we really need collaborations. If there is anyone that is listening to this and it feels like you want to collaborate with what we are doing, we are very, very open to it. But I think young people really need to collaborate. There are a lot of duplicated social enterprise that if those young people would have come together as a team and focus on what successes, and those that we are hearing that are securing some hundreds of thousands of grand
Yes, absolutely.
So
And
I think we really need to collaborate. And we really need to be assistive of each other. We should assist each other. And I will emphasize this one because of the impact it has on me. Go seek a profession for people who can do this. Thinking together with compassion and
I'm so sorry. My internet keeps cutting out, so it goes in and out. But
no problem.
I did hear the advice that you were giving, and it
Okay.
I think it's really critical for what you said with there are duplicated resources that are happening in the social impact field. And if we were to
Mm,
collaborate and if we were to share resources,
mm,
you know, the
mm.
the focus in the space could be more on the end result. How can we help people who
Exactly.
are benefiting
Mm,
from the organization rather than, oh, I created an organization, I have this title,
mm,
and that takes away
mm, mm.
impact work that we're doing in the first place. So
Mm,
I completely agree.
exactly.
Um, you know, I actually want to open it up for question and answer portion. Zainab, if you have any questions for Abdul Latif, we can share that during this time. But essentially, if Abdul Latif, if you wanted to also, we're looking to um, inspire more people to take action within their communities, whether they're young people or people who are further along in their careers. So essentially, if you had to a call to action, what would you say that the call to action is? What would you recommend or ask from our community to help you in your journey?
Um, uh, the basic thing that I think we still need right now is let me say mentorship guidance. We need more of we need more knowledge on how to excel in this impact space. I believe we are lacking lots, especially like I said, if there is within the community, if there are people who have knowledge on how to manage team and how to manage resources, I think we really need those people to come and assist us and support us with the training and the training and resources needed for we to excel as a team, to work as a team. And if there are any other people who feels like, okay, we like what these people are doing, we want to extend, like we are also looking for young people or people who have some courses that they feel young people will benefit from. They can also help us with those courses, develop some courses for us so that we can extend it to more young people so that they can benefit from it, because we need more knowledge, we need more skills. There are young people who are educated but doesn't have really skills here, and we are really helping them to. They have their certificate, but when you ask them go and do this, without that certificate, they can't actually do more. So we need more important courses that can assist young people. So we are looking forward to all these things within the community, and we hope the community will support us with it.
Absolutely.
And more so, collaborations. If there is any organization or any individual who wants to collaborate with us on what we do, we are very, very much open, and we are really looking forward to expanding beyond what we do in Africa. And it will interest you to know that we have our highest user from Nigeria, then Kenya, then USA. USA came third, and it always amazed me. But I probably think it is because there are a lot of African people who are residing in US. Probably that may be the reason. But that is to show you that we are really, really open to expanding beyond just what we do in Africa. And we are looking for such collaborations that will assist us to get to that stage, that level that we are anticipating.
Absolutely. And, we're happy to help you in that journey as well. So I wanted to open up for Q&A. Zainab, do you have any questions for Abdullateef Lawal? And if not, that's okay. You can add that in the chat later. But yeah, go ahead, Zainab.
Yeah, sorry. So my own contribution is not really a question, like it's more of a kudos to my mentor. He has been a good person. He has been consistent over the years, and the opportunities are worthwhile. So I really want to give kudos to him, and thank you for bringing him on board on your platform. Thank you.
Thank you, Zainab. Wow, that
Thank you,
probably
Zainab.
never gets old, right, Abdullateef? That's great.
Yeah,
You're
thank you,
welcome.
Zainab. I really appreciate. Thank you. And thank you for waking up to staying up this late to listen to my session. I really appreciate it.
You're most welcome.
So we're gonna close out the session for today. But first off, I wanted to thank you for speaking to the amazing work that you're doing at iDixcover. For Zainab for joining this session. I know we had other community members here as well. But I really wanted to thank you for your time, for sharing your mission, for the work that you're doing in this space, because it's very, very important. And I'll be sharing this video with our community members so they can tune in and help out. And yeah, essentially, I have some call to actions, but if there's anything else that you want to add before we close, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I would just want to also have the section because I believe it was because it is late that many people couldn't join. So I can have the link and share to many people who will be interested in viewing the session. So I think that is it. And I'm really grateful to Impactionable. They have been instrumental in my journey, right from being the first opportunity that I ever secured to connecting me to Because International, where I participated in the pursuit. And the pursuit was a very, very big stepping stone because they are the first full enterprise training that I ever participated in. And it was a very worthwhile journey. I was able to think deeper and to really work within my passion and see more of what I want to do through the training I passed through. And the mentor that was assigned at the Mr. Andrew. Mr. Andrew was very, very instrumental in my journey. I remember we had a lot of calls. If I should send him a message right now that Mr. Andrew, I have an issue and I wish you help me attend to it, he would just send me, okay, can we set up a time? Can we set up a time for it? And Mr. Andrew was very, very instrumental. I can't thank you enough. And I really look forward to more of such opportunity and more of such room like this from Impactionable. I'm really grateful, and I want to encourage any other people, any other young person who haven't key into what the Impactionable are doing to actually look into it. They are really helping young people, and especially in impact space and those searching for job. I know there are a lot of young people in Nigeria who are looking for job in US, who are looking for job abroad and remote jobs and the likes. We advise you to click on the Impactionable. They are the right space for you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, on that note, yeah, like Abdullateef said, check out our job portal. We're always posting new jobs and internship opportunities with socially conscious organizations. We have a social innovation competition that's going on right now. Those finals will be on February 24th. So if you sign up to our community, you'll be notified of when the event is. But for now, I would love to close out this session. I want to thank everyone for joining us here today. Those who are watching this video, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.